There we go. No, not that one. Yeah, it can't be that one. I have so many windows, hence the reason why I need to do new overlays. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I do hope you're well. Anyway, hello, G-Snap. How are you doing? You doing well? I do hope you're fine. There we go. And turn you down a bit, Pretzel. There we go. So, yeah, I'm still feeling wheezy. My head is still spinning. The worst part is my ears are still pulsating. Is the sound I'm hearing. And as you guys know, I don't game with my eyes. I game with my ears. So I've been finding it actually doing, you know, live action games absolutely atrocious. I can't actually center on anything. So doing crap like that is going to be very, very difficult at the moment. And I'm sure you guys don't want to see me bloody play card games and stuff like that. So I decided the fact that I shall integrate the whole me making new overlays and stuff like that into the stream. So you guys get to see my art process. At this moment in time, I am currently fixated with making Among Us characters out of our dear friends, our famous friends. These are all art references and stuff like that. Where is he? Oh, there we go. Here's Gimli. Let's open Gimli. There you go. Here's Gimli. Gimli O'Glowin, son of Gimli. This is where you get a good idea of what I do to actually make these characters. That's just background shit, and that's reference. Here's the... let me blind stuff so you can actually see references. Okay, so what I tend to start off with is just a outline drawing of a character. Slowly work that up, adding in a background layer of the colors. Okay, then adding any, you know, final kind of like piece, as it were, to denote that that person is that person or some such like that. Then add your low shading, lower shading, even lower shading, and then some highlights. There you go. And so you got Gimli glowing. There you go. There you go. There we go. And file open. And all my stuff of Anne's. There she is. But we want the actual PDS file. Here we go. Again, similar setting. Those bottom ones are just references and backgrounds and stuff. I did steal, as you can see, I stole. Stealing is a harsh word, but I did ask for her permission to use her $1 bean in this, just to note the fact that this is supposed to be Amanda. Sorry, not Amanda, Anne. Can you tell the fact that I should be on drugs again? I haven't taken any drugs. That's the reason why I feel so crap. To know that this is Anne 85, because otherwise it's just a rainbow unicorn. But you guys get the reference. I mean, yeah. There's actually Anne's $1 bean, and with her permission, I snipped out the face to pop in the actual visor. So that's another nice little thing I think I did. Yeah. So, and here we are. Now, can you guess, just by those tiny little thumbnails in the middle there, what's Among Us character I'm building next? Can anybody guess that? And in saying that, let's give I'm G Snap a shout out, shall we? I mean, a proper Twitch shout out, because they were first in and they waited around during the ads. So there you go, everybody. I know T-Snap doesn't stream. He's thinking of streaming though. You know, just casual streaming. So if you ever want to spread the love, chappies, just click that little heart, which is appearing in the top of your chat just now. And that should automatically sign you up as a follower, and you don't need to leave the stream. This is the reason why I love a Twitch shout out. There's no hopping to another window. There we go. I know, I'm absolutely crap. Oh dear. Oh, anyway, G. You know, quite a while ago, I got this little fellow. Yeah. QT. He's a cup of tea. And he's a plushie. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I completed the set. I completed the set. I like you a latte, and he's a coffee mug. Yeah, he's a coffee mug. Oh. I'm not a big coffee drinker myself, but I do live right next to one of the biggest coffee producing factories in the UK, so, you know, this place always stinks of coffee. I think that's the reason why I don't really like coffee, because I'm always smelling it. You know, I'm sure other people have the same problem, you know. Yeah. Yeah. And no idea how to stream yet. Oh my god, they're so cute. Yes, they are. Don't worry about zero content. You know Lusty Bars, the dude who keeps doing all the music and stuff like that. He's recently decided the fact that he's going to switch off his VODs, so he's not going to have a history anymore. Mainly because, number one, he's worried about people taking his stuff, and number two, it's too much hassle for him. He has other stuff to do, which I understand and I respect. Yeah, I know. But it does mean you get a genuine live performance from anything which Lusty does then, at that point. I myself have VODs because, in case anything goes wrong, or say sometime in the future, I get it into my head that the fact that I'm going to spend the next week or two actually archiving my footage and making a big, massive, funny moments compilation. That's the only reason why I actually have VODs. And I also VOD them over to YouTube as well, so I have an archive over there. So let's say Twitch, heaven forbid, Twitch goes down. Oh my god, that would be like, you know, at least YouTube will be there, and vice versa, you know. I really should get a third party just in case. Yeah, I really should. Yeah. But anyway, G, if you ever want to start streaming, you know, you've got us to ask. I mean, we're always there. You're in the Discord. We know each other on Twitch. Twitter. God, my head. I wish I was on drugs. So yeah, you know, reach out. Most people start streaming either on mobile phone or console. Runelo, he, as you know, he's slowly starting to stream, and he is doing it straight from console himself. You do not need a camera. I don't care what Twitch or YouTube says. You do not need a camera. There are plenty of successful streamers out there who do not use camera. There's plenty of successful streamers out there who do not use an avatar at all either. You do not. You do not. You do not even need a actual computer / laptop to put overlays onto your console. You will need it at some point to actually put to access and set it up. Using a program like Lightstream or Lightstream Studio 2, or in fact, Mandog uses something completely and utterly different, which is an actual extension to Twitch as well, which automatically puts overlays on for him anyway. This is one of the reasons why he took off Twitch Guru, because it was glitching out on him so much. Having the third-party extension to Twitch actually kept freaking out with the Stream Guru. It wasn't a similar problem which Amanda has, where she gets another clip a different clip to what we get. She doesn't have that. He didn't have that problem. It just would not work. Anyway, back to this. Talking about that. Good segue. Good segue. Yes, I'm in the middle of making a Mad Dog Among Us character. That's what I'm in the middle of making. Oh, thank you, G. Did you actually find Gemma the Tea Lady and not Gemma the Tea Lady? I really should change my fun tube, but then people don't know it's me. Oh dear, sorry. I do apologise. My actual archive is the one with my logo on it, though. My actual fun tube, the one I actually watch and chat with people on, is the one with the top hat, so that's where the top hat comes from. I was, as you can tell, I do, as I keep waving it around as if it was a wand, I do have a drawing pad. Yes, I do. I know some people don't like them, but if you set them up correctly, they actually work. That's the problem. Most people don't know how to set them up properly. This one is actually programmed only to work on monitor 2, which is currently the monitor in which you guys are watching. This whole thing here is monitor 2. This is monitor 2. My streaming setup is currently on monitor 1, which is you can't see any of that. Oh dear. So yeah, what I was doing was actually just trimming any unsightly, because as you can tell, this is hand drawn. I was trimming any unsightly shapes and lines which are caused by me freehanding it, just to give it that more rounded, cartoony look. Because drawing on computer can also look very blocky. There we go. Oh dear, I'm sweating like a pig. Am I even on the right layer? No, I'm not. There you go. Remember, chappies, check you're on the right layer. Oops. Control Z. There we go. I forgot what pen I'm on. Oh. Thank you. There we go. It's a nice chill. There we go. That's got it. Coming, chat. Ah, just you, Pretzel, and you, little T-bot. You two chatting with each other. There we go. Now that bit still needs a bit doing. Oh no, we need a more... There it is. How big is that? That's too big. Zoom in. Yeah, I know I should be carrying on with Zelda, but as you know, I left Zelda in the middle of that shrine. So if I was to go back to Zelda, I'll be right in the middle of that shrine and I'd be so disorientated. I'll probably just die over and over again. So that's a bit annoying, and you guys don't want to really watch that. Not on our first day back from our holes on the Xmas holidays. So we're gonna just have a chill overlay setting. And this also gives you guys the chance to give me feedback on what you think I should do. What do you think I should include in my overlays? You know, like, should I put an events list in? Should I actually bother creating a new spinner? Should I you know, should I even bother creating a be right back screen, or Obviously, I've got to have a starting soon screen. I've got to have an end screen. Oops. There you go. I've got to have an end screen so you guys get the credits at the end, so people can get, you know, all the lovely ladies and gentlemen who contributed to that stream get a nice little word out. Yeah, I know. If I feel crap while I'm playing it, it's just gonna have a bit worse. I'm gonna have a worse gaming experience. You're gonna have a worse viewing experience. Oh dear. How am I that zoomed in anyway? I'm not actually sat that far forward. Okay. Apparently that is as much as it's supposed to zoom in. There you go. That's better. That's a bit more orientated. Yeah, as you guys tell, I've been getting a new widescreen television. There you go. I've had to reposition everything, and this is not where I usually have my camera. I usually have my camera more over this way, in orientation to my room. The front room. There you go. Round that out a bit more. I think that's looking a lot better. Yes. I'm still not happy about that bit there. Okay. Even though you're probably not going to see this because Mandog's wearing glasses. Because it's a reference to his speed emote and speed mode. Basically, he has... In fact, he asked me to actually enlarge it for him for some of his merchandise. He took a photo of himself wearing his black beanie hat and his sunglasses, and he's pulling a very, very wide grimace. The idea is the fact that he's going like 100 miles an hour, and what happens is the fact that you redeem the speed mode, and he will absolutely just gun it. He'll go for it, and absolutely just meow, and you know, not think of anything and just go straight ahead, just plow forward. Usually this is for first-person shooter games, but other people have redeemed it as some very funny situations. And he just yells speed at the camera, and yeah, that looks a bit better. It makes it a bit thicker though, so I'm gonna have to take off some this side. There we go. Oh, yeah, I'm on the right layer. There we go. And yeah, you redeem the speed thingy, and for a good, I think it was 5 minutes, he just goes out and guns it whilst yelling speed at the top of his lungs. At one point, I then created a actual avatar funny video of him. In fact, here it is.
There I was with my new car,
in referencing all his ditties.
Savage, and on my way into the town I did a lot of damage. I'm gonna fight the big baddie and save this goddamn city. And after I am done with that, I'll be the hero of Pie City. I'm heading to the orphanage to do another riddle. Do I hate or love them? I am somewhere in the middle. I'm going after those bastards who killed my good friend Sally. And after I am done with them, they will feel real silly.
Ooh-wee. That's Mandog, everybody. So I am using the sunglasses and the beanie and his hair, because I can actually get that image up and show you how I built it together. If I can actually get into the Mandog menu. Images, Mandog, and into... Let's go for the 10th version. Is that a... That is a PNG. No, we don't want the PNG. We want the PDS, please. Yes. Oh. No. That was how I stole it. There he is. There's the original Mandog avatar, which I created for him. Where's his eyes gone? We've misplaced Mandog's eyes. What? Oh dear. We've lost Mandog's eyes. Oops. Oh well, I'm sure I can recreate them. Somehow, yes, I do apologise everybody. We've lost Mandog's eyes. He's supposed to have pupils. And yeah, I then proceeded to yeah, hide all that and hide all that. Proceeded then to take the layers of his beanie, his hair and his glasses and transfer them over to his Among Us character, as you can see here. So you guys get the reference, so you know who he is, because I'm not sure how the heck I'm going to do his body. Goggles? A giggle. Oh, giggles. So, see, I can't even read chat. That's how bad I'm feeling. Yeah, so what am I going to do? Because obviously the visor is going to be the traditional blue. The actual underneath the sunglasses is going to be the traditional blue. Mandog doesn't have an actual avatar of himself, so I can't have his avatar peeking out like I do with Anne. And Gimli hasn't got an avatar of himself either. He does have a bunch of emotes. He does have a bunch of emotes, but he got somebody on Etsy to actually design them for him. But the problem is the person on Etsy has stipulated the fact that the emotes are still his, aka the person who designed them. Gimli has no rights to be able to merchandise those emotes. They can only be used on his Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube channel, which is alright. It's alright. The artist has the right to retain that, you know. Which is why I turned around and said to Gimli, alright, Gimli, I'm going to make you an Among Us character, and you're going to be able to do anything you want with it, mate. I'm either going to try and get him some accessories, and I'm probably going to make Gimli's character have some eyebrows or something so he can, you know, have some form of emotion, you know, angry, you know, normal, neutral, happy. Because yes, Among Us characters do have hands, but they're traditionally shown as just circles, blobs, a reference of a hand, you know, like holding a pistol or a knife or something. They're a bit like Rayman. They don't usually have arms. So the question is what colour am I going to do Mandog? I mean, I could do him in the black, because that's what his emotes designs, because Mandog made all of his own emotes. He used them using he made them using paint. That's not a bad thing, and you know, so yes, a sweater. Give him a sweater. I was thinking of giving him you are correct. I was thinking of giving him some jeans and a black t-shirt. That's what I was thinking of giving him. No, jeans and a black t-shirt. That's what I was thinking of giving him. Maybe with some black booties. But when Mandog's streaming recently, all he's been wearing is jumpsuits or tracksuits or, you know, sweats as the American calls them. Which I understand. He's just got home from work, so... Although on New Year's Day he was actually wearing a suit jacket in our Discord call, which is the funniest thing ever, because here I am, I'm sat exactly wearing what I'm wearing right now, a bandana and my hoodie, different pajamas underneath, but yeah. Amanda's usually wearing what she usually wears, but Amanda always wears that sort of stuff. Anne's sat there in her flannel shirt. Adam's just wearing a sweater. Cool Guy Cool Guy, is his name Cool Guy Plays? Yeah, Cool Guy Plays jumps in for a few moments, and we don't really actually get to see what he looks like because he just popped in to say hello, Happy New Year's, and then popped off again. I think he was having a party. Kenny was there, but Kenny doesn't like using a camera, so we don't know what he looks like. But yeah, other than that, we had a great time during New Year's. We were all playing Jackbox games. Yeah. We originally started with Drawful 2, sorry, correction. Drawful 2 is a lot better than Drawful. But people expressed their opinion that they were not good at drawing. I was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine, don't you worry. Then we switched to word games, such as, what was it? I can't remember. We had to spell stuff, and people preferences the fact that they couldn't actually spell, and it wasn't unfair to the people whose English, sorry, it wasn't fair on the people's that English was their second language. So we switched over to trivia games. Yeah. Although we had to stop for the London lights, the fireworks, obviously because in England, you'd have heard nothing but fireworks over our microphones. So, Gimli had already had, and Mandog had already had their New Year's by that point. And we were going to go over to Murder Hotel, but everybody just broke up by that point after midnight. People had had it, they were tired, they were drunk, so... So yeah, what I do when we add a new top layer, put it on the actual top. What you do is you get yourself a weird colour, which is not going to be anything to do with your... say very light blue. There we go. And you just use the top layer as a sketch pad. So let's say his belt line's gonna go. Oh, pen please. Top layer's gonna go here. Let's say the belt's gonna go here. Or do you guys think the belt should be lower? You know, and then you do things like put a zipper in here. Line for the booties, you know, give him a t-shirt. Or should I just make the top half all black? Black t-shirt and jeans for bottom. Because the backpack's going to be black as well. Because that's going to be the colour of his bean. That's a question, isn't it? Do I give him a collar? Do I give him a collar? Do I turn it into a t-shirt? A V-neck, you know, a collared t-shirt, or just keep it a round neck, or a V-neck? Medal of Honor. Oh, miracle of sounds! You are atrocious, and we love you for it. Oh dear. There we go. There we go. I don't know. What do I do? Because obviously we're going to jeans, easy peasy. Just paint that in black so it looks like he's got some black booties, black backpack. But do I do a collar? I don't know. Well, let's start off by choosing what colour of black to actually give him. I'm going to go with yellow, a deep yellow. There you go. And we're going to go like down here. A bit further down. There we go. Okay. And we're going to go and add a new layer. Drag that down underneath your outlines, right? And we get ourselves a paintbrush. We need a big, thick, girthy paintbrush with no shadow. There you go. Bring that size up. And we're just gonna... There we go. So you can distinguish the body from the actual outline of the character. You just slightly bring it darker. Don't worry, it's going to blend in when we put the highlights and lowlights and shadows and stuff. Oh, I didn't erase that very well. There you go, did I? No, I didn't. Don't worry about us colouring in his panties at the moment either, because we can always paint over the top of this. That's the reason why I love actually drawing on a computer, because you can do it in layers and it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, because all you have to do is press Ctrl Z to undo. Yeah, those blues are on the sketch layer, so don't worry about that. There you go. There you go. I wouldn't even be surprised, right? There was this website which Sage Nefarious told us about, which actually just has all these free PNGs and sprites thingies on it. I can't remember what it's called. He did pin it somewhere. I wouldn't even be surprised if we could actually find that website and get a load of the PNGs and stuff for tools and thingies for everybody to use in poses, because it would be cool to use these little beans, these Among Us characters. Pardon me. Oh, pardon me, that was not good. As thumbnails, denotes of who is in a video or which situation you're doing, you know. So I just get rid of that. I've got to zoom in. There you go. And we've got to tidy up this hair. Oh, look at that. I did not see that blue earlier. So get rid of that, because it would just annoy me otherwise, and I'll lose a reference. Let's get this pen smaller. Get rid of this. There we go. Into here. There we go. Okay, that's fine. We can sort that out. There we go. There we go. I'm happy with the rest of that. Oh no, probably that here. Get rid of that. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, G. There we go. There we go. Yes, that's good. Okay. Little bit on the hat we need to do though. I just remembered. I was thinking that earlier when I was lining it up. There we go. Yeah, just here. Just have to get that out. There you go. Excellent. Oh, why? See, I'm gonna find blue all over the place now. Okay, back to the body. There you go. See? There you go. We'll check we coloured all that in. Yes, we did. Excellent. There you go. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to bring those blue lines underneath the black lines. There you go. As I said, the question is, change that over, change that to blue. Make sure we're on the blue layer. Is that too high? I think that's too high. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be more like down here. Oh, that's too big. Get a rubber. Oh my god, I'm being American again. A rubber. An eraser. Oh, what's that? Did I miss a bit? I must have. Oopsie! There you go. I got such a deep voice at the moment, the fact that I could probably sing this song. Yeah, we're on blue. Make that smaller. There you go. And then bring that down lower. Ah, just chatting. Okay. Okay, so yeah. But we do need to make it look belts, jeans-like. So jeans are, the seams are usually inside the groin area and on the outside. But what we could do is like do turn-ups, obviously. And then where the actual top of the jeans are, and then we can have a button there, and then we could also have some hooks. Oh, Runo's online. Why on earth you, Game Bar? Why are you popping up in the middle of screen number 2? That doesn't make any sense. What, Game Bar? What are you talking about? You're not. Yeah, you're supposed to be popping up on screen number 1. God, the joys of having 2 screens. Yeah, so turn ups and a belt with button. I don't really need a. Do I really need the zipper? I mean, we know who Mandog is. We know he's a man. It's in his name. Well, if I don't have a zipper, then it doesn't look like jeans, though, does it? But if I was to connect the zipper with... No, that's too suggestive. And plus, this is Among Us. I know I gave Gimli scale armor. Warm Fleet tea, favourite water for you, yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's too suggestive. I can't have the zipper connected to... Yeah, get rid of that before I'm accused of something. I know this is Twitch and they're not as bad as YouTube, but still. Okay. I mean, pockets? Do pockets. Yeah, pockets. Yeah. Pockets. Pockets. Because when, I don't know whether or not it's a thing where you are, G, but it's like a thing in America and a thing in England. Women's pockets are too small. They are way too small. They are. You can't put anything in them, which is the reason why when I was growing up, and I know a lot of my friends did, we wore male jeans. We did all the time. It was and eventually it turned into a style, but we wore male jeans. I wore male jeans, which were actually 3 times too big, 3 sizes too big for me. I had to wear a belt. But in doing so, you got a decent turn up and you got some decent pockets. We didn't do this whole, oh, we're going to have our jeans around our asses thing. No. The whole idea was to have the big turn up and the low drop crotch. Everybody wore a belt. We all had belt. In fact, it was also a thing to have belt buckles, you know. Although I just had a big belt buckle. I didn't have no stylish belt buckles. No. I know people who had Pokemon belt buckles, you know, Pokeballs or Pokemon. I know one person who had a Legend of Zelda belt buckle, and I was very jealous, but I knew the fact that if I had it, I'd probably bloody lose the thing or break it. I mean, we could do a belt buckle for Mandog. If we were going to do that, we'd have to use one of his logos. Probably his smiley winking face. I'd have to get permission for that though, because he designed it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's taking care. That's the design for that taken care of. Again, the top. The problem is now the top. Do I just give him black? Black. You know. Black bean, you know, no collar. I mean, if I was to actually make him an actual collar, it means it would have to denote a different color between the top and the bean body. But what color would we give the bean body or the top then? That's another problem. So I'm thinking just one whole bean body of the one color. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Because he's got his beanie, he's got his blonde hair, and he's got his sleek sunglasses. So that really kind of like denotes that is Mandog. But the jeans denote the fact that he's a male, he is young, he is very, very active, he likes stylish things. No, we don't want that paintbrush, we want this paintbrush. He likes stylish things, but he also likes to be comfortable. Yeah? I think that's a good note. We're just going to fill this in just in case we have to move the hair and the beanie about. AKA, you know, emotions and stuff like that. There you go. Okay. Okay, let's bring up our colour swatches and we're going to save this colour swatch. There you go at the bottom there. Excellent. Next we are going to go and there's the light blue glass. Okay. Light blue glass. There you go, light blue. Darker blue glass. I probably will change the colour of these eventually, because they might not fit with his yellow hair and beanie. There you go. Ah! There you go. Doop, doop, doop. Oh dear. Okay. Also, people like to use the highlight of an Among Us character to actually show which way they are looking. Hence the reason why I've got Gimli's highlight going out here a bit further. So it looks like he's looking forward. Whereas as you see with Anne's, hers are upwards, because it looks like she's slightly gazing upwards like that. Especially with her avatar anyway, because her avatar's got the whole upwards turning cheeks, so which kind of suggests the fact that her eyes are looking upwards anyway. But with Gimli, he's just looking forward. He's just looking forward. No. So that will... Oh, we can get rid of you, mate. We don't need you. No, I do not want to save any changes, thank you. There you go. Where did Mando go? There you are. Oh yes, denim, totally. For sure, mate, for sure. What are you doing here? You are being turned into an Among Us character. I wasn't expecting to see you here, man dog. It's a bit early. I'm too ill, man dog. I can't play. But I need to stream. And as you guys know, I've already done Anne. Man dog, you know I already done Anne. Everybody's seen that one. Yeah, there's Anne. The La Dollar Bean Unicorn Among Us character. There you go. No, it's fine. I was hoping to get a bit further along than this by the time you turned up. Yeah, nice Anne Bean. Exactly. I really like that. I liked it. As soon as they added the highlights, it really popped. But here's the gentleman in question, which I finished last night. There you go. Who's that then, man dog? Good point, G. Good point. Coming. There you go. Yes, that is Gimli. That is Gimli a glowing. Son of Gimli.
Ah! I get it.
Oh, nice. The original I get it clip.
I don't get it.
Yeah, most people don't realise the fact that at the end of that sound bite, Mad Dog actually says, I don't get it. But everybody blurts the whole, I get it. I love it. Those insider knowledge things. You know, people who've actually watched the stream, when they know the fact that Man Dog actually says, I don't get it at the end. Yeah. So that's Gimli. I'm kind of proud of that. I mean, there is something missing on it, and the visor probably needs work as well. Yeah. Oh, good. That's good to hear. So yeah, we're going to give you jeans, Mandog. That's what we were discussing. We were discussing also the fact whether or not we should give you a top, but then I kind of said that giving you a top means you get a collar here, and that means you'd have to have two different collars, a collar for a top and a collar for your body. Whereas, you know, putting jeans on means the fact that you are, you know, it's jeans. You know, you're a male, you're into comfort, but you're also into practicality. And then we just started discussing the which way a shadow on the visor should go. I'm thinking, yes, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely got to come a bit more forward. There we go. T-Bot, will you stop me freaking out? Please. That reminds me, I really should see if there is an update for Intro Fighter. Because I haven't in a long time. I've really got a temperature going on, chaps. You can probably see the sweat shining on my face. Okay, yes, that's better. Because in the original caricature I did of Mandog, his little eyeball is, you know, peeking over the top of his sunglasses. So we need to make it look like the fact that he's actually... So bring the the lighter glass colour a bit further down, causes it to look like the highlight of the visor is being more exposed. So yeah, that's what I was discussing when Mandog came in, because Anne's looking up there, you know, because semicircular cheeks, and Gimli's just staring forward. There we go. Okay. New layer. Yep. On top of the blue layer. There we go. Okay, we are going to have to turn the thing 90 degrees because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a decent... There you go. A decent line across. There we go. You. Get rid of you. Black. Yeah, black. Proper black. Oh, no. Thank you. There we go. Now, what colour size is that? I'm not happy with that outline. We're going to have to go for something that is literally just what we got. No, I'm not happy with that. We need... Nope. Not happy with those. Okay, artistic brushes. No. Basic brushes, there we go. We need a straight line. Bit thick. This is going for the top of the jeans, so it's going to have to match the same girth as that. Probably a little bit smaller. That's the thing with drawing comic book style. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But you have to draw. The way in which Among Us works is you have sprites. Every movement, every frame of an animation, you have to depict with a PNG or an image, as it were. So you'd have to draw your character. Actually, you know, each individual seconds shooting something or something like that. So so the fact that your character would actually, you know, every animation would be of that character. Otherwise, you'd have there'll be seconds like where your character stood still and it looked like you, but then your character walks to the right and suddenly turns into Red Spaceman. So this is the reason why most people actually use what is known as the accessories. Like they'll get a Nogla or a Vanos mask and just put it on, and then just have the sprite for the accessory. Because it's a lot less to have to draw for the accessory sprites than it is for the actual whole entire character. Yes, it's a lot of effort, which is the reason why most, yeah, there we go, it is a lot of effort. So unless you're 100% dedicated to having a avatar of your own on Sprite, on Among Us. The other problem is the fact that if you want other people to see your character on their screen, you're also going to have to get them to download all the files for it. Yeah. Most people don't realise that this is also the same way in which Minecraft works. Every block has its own image file, and all the image file states of which it has. So when you think, oh, I just got to download a skin, you think it's one click. It's not. It's not. This is the reason why for a long time consoles did not have the ability to change textures, and then when they did, the only textures you could download at the beginning were actual official Mojang Minecraft texture skins. But now it's verified texture packs on Bedrock Edition now. Here we go. Give you a little bit of a gift waistline because you are not a 2D image. There we go. Pardon me. Let's get rid of the colour. Get rid of your hat so it doesn't distract us. There you go. Get rid of the blue. I'd say that's a good height. Yes, I'd say that's a good height. That's the outline of the trousers, by the way. So, for the inner line of the trousers, this is also the outline of the trousers. There we go. We will round them off later with an eraser tool. There you go. Perhaps. There you go, that's better. We'll just erase a bit into there. For making the inner lines of the jeans, we have to go a bit smaller. This is how most traditional comic drawing goes. Is that a bit too big? I think that's still a bit too thick. Okay. There you go, go down to 10. That looks better. Okay, now for the cuffs. Now the problem with the cuffs, do I go for puffy cuffs or just go straight ironed cuffs? All this will be denoted in how I draw the line. I'm gonna go straight cuffs to start with. Oh no, that went a bit wrong. We have to follow the curvature. We can take a little bit out with an eraser there. Okay, so yeah. Next, we have to go a little bit smaller again because we're going to draw in the pockets. Oh no, that's too small. We want to go for about 7 or 8. There you go. Excellent. Let's connect the pockets. There we go. We did discuss whether or not we should give you a zipper, Mandog, but then I thought it might be a bit suggestive. Some people might not like that. But we are going to give you a button, just to denote where your central point is. Because I was discussing also, should we just give you a belt with a belt buckle on it? Yeah, that's the perfect. That was like 5 minutes before you came in, and the question is, Mandog, am I allowed to use your winky smiley face emoji as your belt buckle? That would be cool because it would definitely denote it as your character. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I take that as a yes. Good. Yeah. Image. Rotate. Left 90. There you go. Zoom out. There you go. Get an eraser on those tests. There you go. Yes. I'm happy with the fact that it is slightly tilting to one side. I might have to bring the belt buckle a little bit more towards what would be considered to be the front of you. I mean, in other words, let's get rid of that button, because we're going to put the belt buckle on it as a separate thing. Just like we did Gimli's GG medallion. There you go. Yeah, we'll bring it more forward here, so it actually denotes you on the front of your body. Okay. Zoom in a bit more. Let's take care of a few things with an eraser tool. There we go. I'm happy with that leg. It was this leg I wasn't happy with. I'm sorry, but this track always reminds me of England's True Sons and Daughters. It does. There you go. Widen that a bit more. Not too much though, because that's supposed to be the outer side of the jeans. Bring that up a bit more. There you go. Round that off a bit more. Super bouncy, yes. I decided to keep the Be Right Back fighters on because, you know, all I'm doing is drawing. I mean, alerts are on, blurps are still on and stuff like that, but it's not like I'm in the middle of a fight or something. Okay, gotta add that black line back in where I took out that button. That's good. Okay, zooming out. We can hide the blue line layer. There we go. Put the body back in. Give you your glasses, give you your hair, and give you your beanie. Looking good! Ah. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I do apologise. Coughing straight into the mic, I do apologise. There we go. Now let's give you your jeans. Okay, so we are looking for a new colour. We'll concentrate on the colour first. Okay, so would we go for a more naval denim, or do we go for a new, more washed denim, a stone denim? Okay, so new layer. We're going to do some, clear. New layer. And paint. I'm so warm. We're gonna go grey blue. Paint that in. There you go. We'll go with a more coloured blue. There we go. I know, I'm aware of regular denim. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, G-Snap. I am aware of the fact that denim is actually a mixture of colours. But in building up those colours, you actually get an effect where it comes out overall as a main... Oh, okay, my cursor got stuck there. You end up with a main overall effect of what a colour looks like. There you go. And I'm not going to go 100%, you know, crazy with this. But I can use blending tools. And that will allow me to actually blend it a bit. And obviously, blue-grey is fine. Low, 2 pairs, 1 black, 1 grey. I owe 2 pairs. 1 grey, 1 black. No, I got that, mate. You're talking to the queen of person who cannot hit buttons on the keyboard, let alone is a victim of spell check every other message, and doesn't actually have the ability to read what she's written anyway, mate. So you accidentally not putting a space in between I own is not a big deal. You're okay. I am the worst at it. Okay, yeah. So we have kept the jeans line and the main body line separate. Let's bring them up here. There we go. Yep. Okay, we can actually delete the sketch layer now. Delete that layer. Yes. Okay. Pardon me. Okay, so we need to find the brush effect. Oh dear. I'm sorry. I can't breathe. I'm not getting any oxygen. Now, what I was meaning if I get a pen pressure, we will get all these weird funky pens. If I was to get something like this, okay, bring down the size really low. There we go. And then go with, say, let's put in the overpowering colour first. Make sure we're on the right layer. This layer. Wait. Why are you not painting? Oh, because it's still on the eyelet. I don't know why. It usually switches back. It will actually give us this bobbly effect. Make that a bit bigger, I think. Yeah, there we go. Give us this bobbly effect. Okay, let's Control Z, Control Z. Those small bubbles were making it look like it was weird in that area. There we go. And we can build up the different layers of different colours. Don't we? If we do end up with anything on the outside, we can end up painting over the top of that or erasing it. Depends which one looks best. Yep, okay, we're on that colour. There we go. There you go. Next colour. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm still on the... There you go. That adds a little bit of a different colour into it. There you go. Now, oh, I've gone off the edge of the tab. Into the grey. There we go. And on the outside. There you go. Along the belt. And along the cuffs. There you go. Excellent. Excellent. Shiny. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more of the dark on things like the pockets. There you go. Why are you not painting? Okay, I think it is painting, but it... Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Excellent. Yeah. Yes. Worn jeans, everybody. Worn jeans. Okay, eraser. Zoom in. Oh, too zoomed in. There we go. Oh, Control Z. We did not paint those trousers on the actual right layer. Gemma! It's alright. We can fix that. We can. That's fine. There you go. A little bit here. Then all we have to do is sample that and paint, brush, Basic. Oh no, basic, please. Basic. Thank you. You. Way too thick. There you go. There you go. Sorted. There you go. There we go. And then we can just hide that layer. Nice. Okay. See you later, Mad Dog. You have a good night now, okay? Don't work too hard. I know it's January and things can be slow and stuff like that, but they tend to get you to do stupid things during that time. Things which you're not actually, you know, contracted to do. So don't do any of that crap, okay? See you later. There we go. There you go. So we got permission to use Mandog's... Oh! I forgot my tablet's actually... It's plugged in, so... Get rid of that. It's a Bluetooth tablet, so it can actually unplug. Let's go on to Google. Let's go on to... Actually, no. Do I have a copy? Because I know he... Mandog has asked me several times to turn a PNG of stuff into... No, that's Amanda's file. Into PNGs for him. I do not have Winky Smiley Face. I only have Smiley Smiley Face. Actually, no, I do have a Winky Smiley Face. I have Love Hearts. I have LOL Smiley Face, and I just have straight Smiley Face. I'm reluctant to use his Seal of Excellence because it's gonna... The writing's just gonna be too small. Okay, I shall get them up. Open. Okay. Here's Mandog's Love Heart smiley face. Open. Here his LOL smiley face. And this isn't really one of his emotes. It probably was his LOL smiley face, but he then turned it into LOL smiley face. What one should I go with? Let's get back on Streamlabs so I can actually see the chat. So, with him putting Love Heart in the stream, I'm assuming he was meaning that I was thinking of that one. What I was actually thinking of was that one, but we can go with Love Heart Winky Face. Love Heart Winky Face would be more him, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, and as you can see by the thumbnails at the bottom of the screen, he's asked me to PNG quite a few things. Mandog has this hobby of making crests and flags. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so we're going to go with Love Heart, I think. The one he doesn't actually use, that's eliminated straight away. We can't say that's a Mandog. He created it, but he's not using it in his streams. So it's a cross between those two. So what I'm going to do... Actually, no, I'm not going to do a poll because it usually causes me to crash. Should I do a poll? I don't know. Should I do a poll? Yeah, so let's do a poll. New poll. Oh, here we go. As I said, as usual, Chrome freezes. I'm sorry, everybody, if I'm lagging a bit. WITCH at MAND. Oh no. Okay, it's not typing, it's still frozen. Yeah, I hate polls. Or at least they shouldn't do it as a pop-up. You should have it as an actual window. Okay, we're gonna have to close Chrome. Shouldn't affect the stream. Well, it will affect the stream, but it won't affect me being live. Come on. I know Chrome's not responding, which is the reason why I'm trying to close it. Okay. WITCH. WITH. Oh, damn you, spell check. There you go. Which at MANDOG_3_1 EMOTE2USE question mark. This is not going to be a poll because damn you, Twitch on actual flipping Chrome. There we go. Yeah, Chrome is not even closing. So what I'm going to have to do for that then is open up Task Manager. I said Task Manager. Who said anything about Microsoft Store? Chrome, please. End task. Thank you. Excellent. Woo. Okay. Open up Chrome again, because I need to. No, clear that. We're going to Twitch. We're going to find my channel from the beginning. Go to my creator dashboard, please. And what we want to do is pin this message to the top of chat. Okay, it's not giving me the option to pin. Is this because... It's because I'm actually on the creator dashboard and not the mod dashboard? Okay, /PIN space control V. There you go. And that should pin the message to the top of the chat. There we go. Oh God, why? I hate you, Chrome. I hate you. There you go. Minimize that. There you go. So anybody would see it. And I'll just leave them on the side of the screen like this and I can point them out. There we go. Anyway, not the point. The point is now... Yes, we can concentrate on shading now. Okay. Okay. Bring the color swatches down here. Which one do you reckon we should use, G? I think Mandog said, Mandog putting the, oh sorry, emote in chat of the love hearts. I think he is thinking of us using that. That would be an easy enough call. There we go. Okay, we're gonna get rid of you, and get rid of you for a second. There we go. Okay. There we go. And in the meantime, top one, the love heart. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's cool. I am going to stick us on the be right back because I've run out of tea. And as you guys can hear, I'm coughing and coughing more. So I need to go and make myself some more tea. I'm going to give up and I'm actually going to go and take some meds. It's going to send me a bit loopy later on, but it's going to stop me from, you know, my head spinning. Which is the reason why I keep moving all over the place. I'm trying to find a position in which my head won't spin, but it's going to spin anyway. Yeah, I'm getting meds. So I'm going to put us on the Be Right Back, do a few shout outs. I'll turn up the music as well so you guys have something to listen to. I'll be right back, okay? Bye.
What you doing in here, buddy? You're not welcome in here. Get the fuck out of here. That's right. Just leave. Get out of here. You totally can't just like slap me once and kill me. That's funny. Are you touching my pigs, boy? You son of a bitch. You're touching my pigs. You get out of here.
Agatha's angel. I did it. Amanda, how are you?
Just twist the knobs until you get what you want. Don't clip them.
I lost heart lock. Excellent, I regained lock. Firing an assassin.
What knowledge is like your favorite thing to do now?
The assassin. Yeah, I'm firing on it.
It's dead.
Okay, I've done it this time. I know how to do it, okay?
Nice.
Woo! Yes, dude, I love fucking zombies.
Hey. Oh my god. Am I like in control of the balance? Okay, it kind of seems like I am. Bitch, just jump! Oh my god, it's right there! Fucking jump! That's what I would have done.
I don't know, I'm scared.
Oh,
I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Oh my gosh, now I have to reload. Yes! Ha ha ha! Wicked! I'm losing count, him.
Is it? That's right. So what's the quality of my stream like? Is it okay?
Oh, Tante, streaky or streaky? Stripey. Strippy. There we go. I'm back, everybody. I've just taken up some straight Panadol. It'll bring down my fever a little bit and hopefully stop with the
upon restarting. We E-men are, you know, basically robots, right? Like we're starting all the time just to maintain the function of our lives. Just like 1 second, other E-bros must restart. No problem, E-bro. I understand. I'm totally versed in the art of restarting as an E-dude. Later, E-dude. Later, E-dude.
What the hell? Oh, yeah, that's because pretzel is supposed to be in the middle here. So it's capturing the whole application. I usually have it shrunk down in the corner of the screen on monitor number 2. Oh, anyway, going back. There we go. Turn pretzel down a bit more. I like this track. Let's like this track so it appears on our like list. There we go. We're back, everybody. Sage has taken all of his clips off. I didn't see no Sage clip. Or did Psychic glitch out? Or did my chat glitch out? Did my chat glitch out? Let's check. With a bit of a crying face. Why on earth is my emote wall at the back? My emote wall shouldn't be at the back. Yeah, emote wall's at the front. What? Emote wall should be at the front. What the hell happened there? Why on earth is emotes appearing at the bottom? You're supposed to be above Be Right Back Fighter. There you go. There we go. Love. That's better. There we go. Okay, into shading. So we're on darken. How big is our there we go. How much? Oh yeah, no, we need a bit smaller than that. Okay. Oh dear, shut up, coughing. Start off by making sure we're on the right layer. Doesn't matter because it's going to give us a masking layer anyway. There you go, there it goes, masking layer. Start off by actually shading the actual things that probably need shading, like underneath the visor here. Okay. The important shade for any male. There we go. In the legs. There we go. We can adjust the contrast of these later in a bit. Also, as I said, we're gonna be playing with the bean color anyway. There you go. Bit further out, I think. Yeah, there we go. How are you doing, G? Did you get yourself some refreshments? I wouldn't blame you if you've popped off and lurking for a bit. There you go, down there like that. Yep, juice. Ah, nice. Yeah, bring that out a bit more because we're going to add several low lights. There you go. Okay. You right, Daddy?
What's her name from Frozen?
Elsa?
Elsa, that's it. Yeah.
Don't you worry. Sorry, Dad's been shopping recently. Dad's into Lego. He's not one of those people who actually go out and actually hunt actual Lego sets. He'll go out and actually buy second-hand sets. You know, things which people have previously owned, because you never really know what you're going to get. The way I explained it to a dude at work is the fact that my dad likes rummaging. He loves rummaging. He actually loves rummaging. The actual act of going through stuff. Because this dude at work was like, well, why doesn't he just, you know, order them off of the Lego block finder? And I goes, well, he loves his rummaging. He's from the era where, you know, everybody used to go to car boot sales. Everybody used to go to jumble sales and just rummage and see what they find. That's what he likes. He likes going to antique stores and just rummaging for what he really wants. Go. See? Having that extra shadow line really gives... We will also put some highlights in, of course. Gives extra depth and extra roundness to the visor here. We don't really need to worry about anything about the top of the head there. Okay, maybe bring, because we're going to add some more low lights. We will, there you go, bring that out a bit more. Bring that up here a bit more. And then bring that more of a point. And then bring that a bit more further out this way. There we go. Okay. Maybe add more thickness underneath the visor here. There you go. Excellent. Yes. Okay, so new. Add the anchor point there. Start off down here. There you go. Pardon me. There you go. Yep, there we go. Highlight under low light under here. And more depth. Okay. There you go. There we go. Backpack. More down here. There we go. Okay, zoom that out. There we go. Okay, so add the glasses back in, add the hair back in, and add the beanie back in. There we go. We need to add the shadows to the glasses and the hair. There we go. Because the whole of the glasses really kind of like does need to... They need to be on top of the... Yeah, because you need to come down here. You need to come down here because you're on... These are highlights on the bodies. So we need more new highlights. I mean lowlights. Cluster them together. Get rid of the hair. Get rid of you. Okay, so let's make the bigger, and we're just gonna the whole thing. Bigger still. There we go. Because that's underneath the hair and that's underneath the beanie, so it needs to be in shadow. But putting it on a different layer means that the fact that we're still getting that there. There you go. Okay. Let's drag you down actually on top of you. Now for the hair. New layer. Okay, so previously, as you guys can see, I actually did the highlights and lowlights using color on that character, because that on that caricature, because that's what that type of technique of drawing actually needed. And up close, you can see how blurry the actual lines of drawing is on that technique of drawing. Bring that down smaller, but we're just gonna add. Simple. There we go. Simple, just shaping lowlights to denote that yes, this is a 3D image. There we go. Yep. Oh, there's always a price, mate. There we go. There we go. Drag you down underneath the beanie. Now the question is yeah, we really should put some low lights on the beanies. New. Group you together, group the anchor together. And with this I just mean literally bring more of a shadow on here. There we go. Caviar is actually fish eggs, not actual fish. And then make that a bit wider. There we go. There you go. Add a bit more here. There you go. There you go, zoom out, have a look at what that looks like. There you go. Nice. There you go. Change the tool so we can get rid of those anchor points. Nice. Looking good, looking good. Okay, now we need to make the belt buckle. So we did. I don't know whether or not anybody else actually said anything. I think it was just G. It'd be pretty hard if anybody was to actually, for me to find if anybody did. Yeah, we're gonna go with love heart. G says love heart. Mandog actually put the love heart in the chat. Okay. File, open. File, open. There you go. Okay, so all we have to really do for this is actually grab the emote in question. That's how big the actual emote is compared to Mandog. Look at that. Oh my god. Mandog's got a mask. Oh, I got an idea for Rune though now. Oh no, Control Z. I accidentally moved the highlight. I don't know why. There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do, but see, that's not just how we're gonna do it. We can't just put a PNG smack bang in the middle of the trousers like that. We have to actually give it the Among Us treatment. Just use this so we can know where to position it and how big it's gonna be. There we go. There we go. Down a bit. I say down a bit, yep. Yeah. Probably a bit smaller. Little sister. Oh, okay. Add that to light chat. There you go. There we go. Now, what we need to do is some. Oh, yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, it wants me to place it. There you go. Shrink. Make you lots. Yeah, no, that's the color map. Look how blobby that is. There we go. Oh. No, we need that. It was the color map we need to get rid of. There we go. Because what we need to do... Magic select. There we go. Scenery. Add new layer. Hide you. Paint bucket. And now we need actual black. There we go. Just so we don't get no... Oh! That's not what we needed. Inverse selection. There we go. There you go. Now we shall select that. And we shall make it just a little bit bigger. And reposition it. Oh, there we go. And probably one down. There we go. Where's my cursor? There it is. Yeah, oh no. It's asking me to say, is that alright? Do you mind? Bring down, thank you. There we go. Can't really see the difference. Because that's the point. Now the question is, we got to do a belt buckle surrounding the outside of it. So let's up here. Okay. Paint you. There you go. That's a bit better. Now you shall be able to see the size difference. Okay, so we do need to deselect. Select you. Size tool. Stretch you out a bit more. Down. Okay, we need to go up like that a bit. No. All I want to do is give it a grey outline. Ah, I got an idea. Actually, I got a better idea. Delete. No, even better, just in case. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Now bring you over the top of you. They're both the same sizes. We'll hide you. We shall turn you grey. Yes. And then we shall do what is known as a style. And we shall put a stroke. There we go. Yes. Settings. There we go. Yep. Okay. Get rid of you. Back to layers. Bring in the badge again. There we go. We can fill in the backgrounds. We can fill in the background. Yeah. Bring in the burn. Oh no. That's cool. That'll match exactly then. There you go. That's better. Need to go back to that stroke. There you go. go. Okay. Okay. And then we need to get the actual belt buckle layer. Simplify layer. Excellent. Now add another stroke. This time we need to make it smaller. Right. There you go. Okay. There we go. Where's my cursor gone? There it is. Deselects. Nice. The grey band giving it the denote that the fact that it is a belt buckle. Yeah? That makes sense? Let me move my camera a bit that way because I keep leaning into Bingo Cat there. Okay. Layers. Okay. Oh. And hue trousers and hue color. Nice little belt buckle for him. Yeah, this program is ancient. This program was around when I was in college. I cannot use anything more modern. It's absolutely redonkulous. It is. It is ridiculous. You actually asked me to go onto Photoshop, the actual original, the actual Photoshop which everybody else is using. I can't. I literally can't. You can do more stuff with it. I've been on there, and it is a nice thing, but to learn where everything is at again, you know, it's like starting a new MMORPG. You know, how the fuck do I get into group chat instead of being in area chat? How the fuck do I just chat to my friends rather than say things, you know? You know, that sort of thing. It's quite fun. Oh,
Oh my, we're getting raided.
hello, Bitsy. How you doing? Let's give an SO out to Bitsy. There we go. And a / of course.
What's the most important part of the human body? It's the butt, man.
It's the butt.
The butt is in the middle. It's what keeps the skeleton together.
It's the anchor. You are correct. It's the seat of the soul.
Central power that keeps you standing and sitting. You know, the butt is like the nucleus.
Yeah, you can't really see the button here, but I certainly made sure that Mandog's got a nice little girt. How you doing, Bitsy? I do hope you're well. Yes, we're doing an Among Us character for Mandog. That's what we're doing. And this is how far we've gotten so far. There you go. Yes, yes. Took reference from a caricature I did of him a few months back. Yeah. We were just adding, we got permission to use his winky face love heart. I said I thought I was going to use it as a belt buckle. And we were just discussing the fact that adding the grey actually makes it look like a belt buckle. I was just about to discuss whether or not we should actually put a belt in. Yeah. Because previously, I don't know whether or not you know about this, Bitsy. I've done Anne. There you go. There's Anne. La Dollar Bean Rainbow Unicorn Queen. There you go. Did that quite a while ago, and we got permission to actually use her La Dollar Bean face behind the visor. So the fact that you can actually, she's actually peering out. So you know it's her, so, you know. And guess who that is? Finished that last night, I did. I asked him, the only thing I asked him was, what's your favourite colour? And he said purple. And turned around and goes, oh, you colour stealing bitch. Yes, it's Gimli glowing. So we're currently doing Mandog. Yeah. This is Gimli. Gimli associates with dwarfs. So we made his space bean into a dwarf. Now, the inspiration behind Mandog's bean is the fact that he has this thing called speed mode. Thank you. So is Bits, by the way. He literally designs his own computer games. Literally does. Yep. It's cool. He's cool. Everybody should go check him out, because he even has this fantastic thing on his stream. He has an interactive overlay. So if you click on his overlay, different things happen, different sounds, pop-ups happen. You can change the theme. It'll give you his socials. So there's none of this. If you're in full theatre mode, there's none of this. Oh, I have to scroll down to go and find where his link to his merch store is, or I want to go and see all his artwork on his Instagram, but I don't want to leave the stream. He literally has that all on his interactive overlay. So it's cool. It's cool. But I don't have an interactive overlay, mainly because I know for a fact most of my viewers are actually on mobile. Nerd. Oh. No, you're not a nerd, mate. You're not a nerd. You're not. You're not a nerd. You're not. You're not a nerd. Now the thing is thing I noticed with Anne's when I was finishing up Gimli's, I suddenly noticed, like on Anne's, where I've added in the ears and the horn and that lot, it's not the same girt as the body lines. What I need to do is add some more backgrounds. Probably just add a stroke or something, just to, because it kind of like ruins the style, as it were. This, you know, it's all one character. This, you know, is all the Among Us. They're cartoony. On cartoons, you have the larger overlay, the larger outline on the actual outside of the silhouette of the body. And then the thinner lines as you get into more and more detail. Like you can see, I've gone for a slightly thinner line on the Gimli's beard here. On the chainmail, or fish scale, as this is actually fish scale. It's not chainmail, it's fish scale. I've gone for an even smaller line on the GG just to make it pop a bit more. You know, GG as in Gimli are glowing, but GG for a good game if you wish. I've gone for something even more smaller just to show it draws your eye, because you're thinking, oh, that's slightly wrong. Oh, it's actually littering, you know. So, but with Anne's, I do need to add more outline on the back. So I'm going to have to probably do the same with Mandog's beanie. Yes, nerds are cool. This is known. Nerds are cool. They are cool. And I'm probably going to have to do it with the hair as well. But to do that, what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is actually do a silhouette. And then delete the parts of the silhouette which are not relevant, and then do a stroke. Yeah, I think that'll be best. Yeah. Okay, so select all. Oh no, we're on the wrong layer. New layer. Bring that all the way to the top. Deselect. Okay. Select all layers. No. Pardon me. And again, I could just do a silhouette of the hair and beanie. And then just pop it behind. Yeah, let's just do a silhouette of the hair and beanie. Select. Select. Oh yeah, it won't matter if I do that. Oh, and no, it won't do groups. Group. Okay. Okay. Do it this way. There we go. And then Make sure we're on add. Oh, no. What? Why did you do that for? Deselect. Because of the way in which this is drawn, if I was to actually select the beanie and select the hair, it would just select tiny little bits. So, hide you, 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 and you're invisible. There you go. Yeah, look at all that shadow on that hair. Might be a bit of a problem. I don't want to hand draw it because the hand drawing would look just too wrong. It wouldn't follow the trace of the beanie. That's the problem. Oh, beggar it. Let's hand draw it and see how it looks. If I have to erase it, I have to erase it. Now, I don't need these 2 layers. That's the blue line layer and the color swatch layer. Delete layers. Yes. Okay. Oh. Deselect. There we go. Okay. Paintbrush. Yep, basic. Size. A little bit bigger. Nope. Have I got... I swear I've got this track liked. No, I don't. Oh, bloody heck. Like that track. It's Skyrim. What to expect? Got to. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we are going to just paint over the top of it and then move it back. And then we... Oh. And then we can actually... Oh, dear. Too big. There we go. Oh, see, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, that's not good. It's not gonna work. Okay. Select, inverse, paint bucket. There we go. Okay. Styles, strokes. Nope. There you go. We're going to use an eraser to smoothen that out. Okay, you go underneath the beanie. There we go. Get rid of you. And we just want to concentrate on the beanie. There we go. Where's my cursor gone? I hate this tiny cursor in this program. It's always been a problem, but they've never changed it. There we go. Zoom. Thank you. Okay. Let's go back to... Do we need to... Yeah. Control C. Select. Inverse. There we go. Now we can actually go with the eraser all the way up to the bottom of the line without having to worry about going into the beanie. I could if I was on... Did I accidentally put this... No, I didn't. Okay. And why isn't the stroke? Oh, I see. Simplify layout. There we go. It still thinks there's a stroke there, so... There you go. There we go. We can get rid of this line. There we go. Get rid of that. Yeah, talking about that, let's make the lines visible. Yeah, we do not need that there. There we go. And over on this side, otherwise it's going to interfere with the hair. There we go. Bring up the hair again. That's alright for now. Okay, cool. Now just smoothing this out. That's the problem with, see what I mean by the differences between the art styles? The freehand drawing is very, you can see it, all over the place, but looks great when you're actually trying to draw in that style. Oh, okay, G. Yes, no, you go ahead, mate. You are perfectly fine. And thank you very much for being here, matey. Thank you for being here from the beginning. It's much appreciated. I still got to figure out where I actually want this camera. There we go. Do not worry, G. You are welcome. You go and get yourself some well-earned rest. Okay? Do not worry. There we go. But if I hadn't actually done strokes, it wouldn't have followed the actual shape of the beanie well enough. I would not have been able to get this dip here. You see that dip? Yeah. And it would have taken away from the shape of the beanie and totally ruined it. But this way, I am going to use a blur tool later to blur these harsh lines. Do not worry. We're just trimming at the moment. There we go. Yes, I'm saying that looks good. Okay, now for the hair. The hair is going to be the difficult one because in reality, all we have to do, and let me put the glasses back in. There you go. In reality, all we have to do is get a little bit of black back here. Okay, so there we go. Yes, add new layer. Bring that down. Basically behind the hair. Let's just go straight behind the hair and use brush. There we go. There we go. Oh. Yeah, hands will be easier because, oops, I'm gonna have to use an eraser on that to get rid of that yellow outline anyway. Hands will be easier because they're very curvy straight lines. That was actually designed not as a freehand anyway, so there you go. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Bring that out a bit more. There we go. Bit more this way. There you go. Okay, now zoom in. And we need to get an eraser on the actual hair, take away those yellow outlines. Dab, dab, dab. Simple dab, dab, dab technique. There we go. There we go. Nice. There you go. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Take the select off. There you go. Add everything. Whoops. Nice. I know the belt buckle does look a bit weird. We've yet to shade the belt buckle. Yeah. Looking good. Yeah, I gotta add. Yeah, we gotta add a little bit of black over there. Okay, paint. There you go. And I believe that little dot on the visor there actually is on the hair layer. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah. There you go. Shiny. We are going to play with the body colour of Mandog as well. I just need to go for a distinctive black is what I needed to go to. Just a distinct from the outlines and the actual body of the bean. It's going to have to be a black of some sort because Matt. Why do I keep bloody? There you go. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to reset the actual cam outline on this. I think I deliberately made the actual cam itself actually zoom in. Okay, why? Who's highlighting me in my own chats? Do you feel a bit better? Yes, hugs to you too, Milena. Hugs to you too. Shout out to Milena Swift, although I believe Milena's never actually... Not Milena. Wicked Witch Terror. Damn it. I don't think the drugs are working, man. Wicked Witch Terror. Shout out to Wicked Witch Terror. I doubt she's ever actually been on my stream. I know she's been in Lucy's stream, but that was on YouTube, so that's technically different. Okay. Yeah. As I said, next step, highlighting this, low lighting this buckle. Yeah, low light the buckle. There we go. And then the last step will be doing the highlights. There you go. New layer. Needs to go down with the buckles. There we go. Why are the trouser lowlights? No, they're main body lowlights. Oh yeah, they're under the sunglasses because they interfere with... Yeah, okay, that's alright. No, it's cool. Just wondering why. Darker. There we go. Okay. Seriously, Miracle Sound, I know you have more tracks than that. I want you to go to the artist, please. Then again, they may be doing one of those things where they force us to actually sign up to Premium to hear the full list. Okay. Probably misspelling that completely wrong. M-I-R-A-C. Oh, I see. 276 tracks found. Play your tracks. There we go. There we go. Where were we? Yeah. Add new highlight layer. I mean low light layer. Well, technically speaking, it is a highlight tool. That's a bit big. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. New layer. There we go. Brothers all. Zoom out, see how that looks. Nice. Okay, let's you actually need to come down with the belt buckle, please. There we go. We can actually get rid of that layer. I don't know why I added that layer. Where is it? Delete layer. There you go. Okay, you can actually merge. Let's try and do a bit of maintenance here. Merge layers. Merge layers. There you go. We'll keep them separate. Keep that separate. Merge you, because you're only for the hair. There we go. Okay, no. Control Z. I did something wrong. I don't know what I done wrong. Oh, yeah, no. I did 2 layers on the belt buckle, didn't I? So you're going to have to come down. Oh. Yeah, there you go. You to you. Merge layers. There we go. Hair. Oh, let's do those merge layers. There we go. And the beanie. Merge layers. Perhaps I should... No. We're just gonna shift, and shift. Group layers. Just gonna group layers on you. There we go. Excellent. I'm going to move you down here for a second, just so I can do this and group these up. Group from layers. You need to be merged with you. There you go. Okay. Shrink you down. Grab that group and bring it down here. There you go. I like to keep things like the belt buckles and stuff like that separate, just cause if you ever want to flip your character, if you flip it with an item like that, which is pretty distinctive, it means that the emote's going to be back to front. So if you keep it like that, you can just readjust it. You can just put it back into position. You can just slide it into place. It's the same as what I've done with the Gimli glowing. The actual GG medallions, I need to do some maintenance on that as well. That's actually separate from the whole entire rest of the body as well. Yeah. There you go. Although Anne doesn't have anything like that because, as I've stated before, Anne's whole identifying mark is the fact that it's got her La Dollar Bean face. So I can't really do much with that because that's its own PNG image. It is separate, but if I flip it, there's not going to be much difference between it. Really, it's best just to keep that the way it is. There we go. Okay, talking about that, the sun's going down, so I'm going to have to get those blinds and curtains closed. I'm not even going to go off or anything like that. So I'm going to pop this down here.
Certainty of death. Small chance of
Gimli,
success.
yes. What are we waiting for? To be honest, judging by the fact that that's actually on there, I think Gimli doesn't understand. No, you're fine. Carry on. I don't think Gimli understands the fact that when he suggests something, that's not a suggestion of his walk-on. It is his walk-on. That is his walk-on. But he's actually when he goes into it, when you go into the actual overlay, you click on the blurb, you will see a section which will you can suggest any sound to be put into a streamer's library. But to actually do walk-ons, you actually have to go into the section of walk-on. Why is it playing Friends again? You actually have to go into... I think the only thing playable from this playlist is Friends. You cannot play this track due to filters. You cannot play this track due to filters. Oh, well, you horrible. You know that. Okay, we're going to have to find a station. Alternative, chill, jazz, EMD, happy, holiday, flow, pop, metal, ambient, Afro beats. Oh, they're locked. We can't go with those. Okay, we'll go with metal then. There we go. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah. You actually have to go into the walk-on and say that you want that track to be your walk-on, and then the actual streamer has to go onto their blurb website to actually find out that there is a new walk-on there waiting for them. But as I said, I'm gonna close those curtains. It's gonna let all the heat out otherwise. Yeah, be right back. I'm not going anywhere. Not really. I'm just going to the other side of the room. There we go. Close those blinds. Oh, is it raining again? Oh dear. Oh dear. Fucking nosy neighbours again. There we go. Pardon my language, but this dude, he's an absolute div. He's div and a derp. A div and a derp. There you go. There we go. So yeah. What's happened here? I swear I erased all of that. You guys saw me do it. You saw me erase that. What the hell? Why are you not erased? Did I press Control Z too many times? Good thing I caught that. Although we do not have the selected inverse selected, so we're gonna have to be careful here. That was the whole point of me keeping the inverse selection, so I did not accidentally go into the beanie whilst I was deleting the outer stroke. There we go. Yes, must remember we need to keep an eye out for Anne, although she says she's feeling crap again, so I don't think she's going to stream tonight. Although saying that, I don't think I've got my, yeah, my soundboard's had an update again. I mean, not soundboard, my Stream Deck's had an update again. Not working properly. I haven't done all the whole hyperlink thingy crap this game. It'll still work for what I mainly use it for, which is shoutouts and track control. But I think it's not going to do all its spells and whistles of telling me a whole list of people who's on and stuff. There you go. There you go. I have no idea why it did that earlier. There you go. Excellent. That's pretty much it, really. We've just got to decide what colour we actually want his body. Although, saying that, you are really... Yeah, we need an eraser on there as well. Okay, that's cool, we can do that. No, beanie. There we go. Is that a... Yeah, that was a leftover remnant as well. There you go, that's better. Okay, yep. Let's get the blur tool. And blur that outline so it's smoother. That's a bit too big. There we go. Zoom in. Not that zoomed. There you go. There we go. Then what we'll do is select all. Then we'll play with the margins and trim a bit. Just to smoothen everything out. That's how I got nice neat lines with Gimli. Yep, you. There you go. Now for the body. Yeah, that's annoying when it does that. There we go. Okay. There we go. Zoom out. Okay, now magic tool. Magic wands. Let it think about it for a while. No, that's not what I wanted. Thank you very much. Although that's very much appreciated. That's nice and neat and smooth, actually. Okay, let's use magic wands on just beanie, really. Hair and beanie. You just need to add hair and add the beanie. That's a nice happy mistake. I can just active highlight magic wands. There you go. If I just get this tool, do that. Oh, Control Z. Seriously, mister? You have no tolerance, do you? Yeah, no, Control Z. You have no tolerance whatsoever. No. Why? Pardon me. Oh no, it's subtract, isn't it? We're doing inverse. No, Control Z. Back to you. That's what is causing the hiccup. There we go. I know it'll leave bits about the place. Oh no. Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. There you go. Okay, now paintbrush. Zoom in. Scroll down. Oh no. Oh no. Why the hell are you doing that? Control Z. New layer. Yep. Take away. No, add. Oh no. What's happened? Oh, Control Z. There you go. Zoom in. I don't want you to magic anything. I just literally want to... Whoa! What was I doing with that previously? No, see, why are you doing that? I want you to remove the selection. But that's going to add it, isn't it? Yeah. Remove the selection, please. Okay, just do that. Yeah! No! Control Z. Ah! No pixel selected. What the heck are you talking about? Quick selection, yes. Why do you keep deleting then? Ah, there we go. It's behaving itself. Look at that. Ay, ay, ay. See? What the hell? Do not make me... I'm going to have to duplicate everything. Flatten the image. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. Okay. Magic wand. Deselect. To make it easier. Duplicate. Yep. Duplicate. Yep. You up there, a copy. Make you guys invisible. Then shift you. Merge layers. There you go. I hate having to do that because I'm always worried I'm going to feck it up. All we wanted to do was flip and trim the actual outline. Where's the inverse select? There we go. Okay, refine edge. Actually, no. There we go. What we want to do is actually make that invisible now. Bring that down. Bring that out, bring that out, bring that out. Now refine edge. Shift edge. Somebody's going live. I'm getting a lot of notifications on my phone. There we go. Smooth. Smooth the heck out of it. Do you want a feather? No, we don't want a feather. In fact, we'd like to minus the feathering, please. Okay. Do a smart radius. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Now, group 1. Eraser. There we go. Into the hair. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. Double trim that glass there. Group 2. I don't even know what that layer is. There we go. That gets rid of any accidental drop shadow and stuff. There you go. And a nice distinct silhouette. There we go. Okay, let's crop the image. There you go. Nice. We just got to play with the colour now on the actual spaceman body. I don't know what though. Mandog did pop in for his little lunch break, but he's at work at the moment. So, yeah. There we go. Oh, good to hear, Gimli. That's great. Ah. Yeah, no, true that, Gimli. Good point. Okay. There's some activity on my... Oh, it's just Rockstar Games. Roll bonuses. Oh, whatever. There we go. Okay. So literally all we have to do with the whole body thing is just paint pot, really. We went with a slight yellowy black last time. Let's... We need something which will actually slightly distinguish the body from the outlines. Otherwise it's just going to look weird. I don't know. In reality, we can just literally go yellow if we want to. Oh, wow. Okay. Control Z. Control Z. We will have to... Yeah. I was worried that the fact that the actual trousers was going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, they are going to be a bit of a problem. Maybe I do have to isolate them. They were supposed to be their own separate entity. They were. They were supposed to be their own separate layer. Duplicate. No. Layer via copy. There we go. Now we can work on these. Okay, so we'll just paint you normal color. Oh no, make sure you're... There we go. Oh, why are you not painting? You are? Oh yeah, because you're visible. There you go. Let's paint the whole thing in. There we go. Knowing me, I'm probably going out the lines again. No, I'm not. Okay, that's cool. Excellent. And then we can just add that in. But, hide you. Yes, we need to get a yeah, we're gonna have to recreate this layer. Yes, we are. Damn it. Layers hidden. No, I don't want to do anything with it. I'm not actually supposed to be on this layer. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we can do that. We can redo that. That's easy peasy. We need to do magic wands. That layer. That magic wand. That one. Add tool. That. That. Okay, now we need the paintbrush tool, and it needs to work properly. Then again, all I actually have to do is actually refine edge, to be honest. There we go. Smooth. And just smooth the hell out of it. And maybe feather the hell out of it. Because it's going to go underneath anyway. No, bring that down, because that actually just rounds it too much. No, go. Why on earth does you insist on doing that weird select? Okay, there we go. No, that's not gonna work. Weirdos. Fine edge. That'll work though, I think. Oh, that actually worked. But it's working in a smart sense for some strange reason. I don't know why it's doing that. Take away then. Hey! Control Z! No! Why are you doing this? Okay, brush settings. Off. Okay. Spacing. It doesn't need to be no spacing. This is a select tool. Select subject. Clear. Selection brush tool. Refine selection brush tool. There we go. Yes! That's all I wanted. I must play with some settings somewhere at one point and it's all mixed up. There we go. There we go. Okay, so if we make that visible, we can just make a paint palette. Okay, so oh, you're supposed to paint, please. Oh yeah, it's how the selection on. Can't do anything about that now. Okay, that's fine. Make hue invisible. Paint. Paintbrush. Brush. Pen pressure. And we want the bubble one. There it is. There's the bubble. We need to make you smaller. There we go. And grey. There we go. Oh, need a bit. Oh, that is the opacity. What? Okay. Weird. That's very opaque. We'll finish this layer. Put some colour on so we can actually see the contrast. Don't worry, this layer is going underneath everything. There we go. Add the colour. Okay. What we need to do is bring that underneath the lines. There you go. Okay. Bit more colour. There we go.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Ah, my next door neighbours are attempting to connect to my Bluetooth speaker again. Yeah. Don't connect to blooming speakers. You don't know the actual where they actually are. Learn. Neighbours, eh? Absolute idiots. They keep doing that and ruining the battery of it. There you go. Bit more lighter. So. Don't worry, these are just like wear marks. I will be putting another little bit more grey on there in a bit. Technically speaking, I should put some wear marks in the center section. There we go. There we go. There you go. That's better. Now we've got some trousers which we can actually, you know, not have to worry about when we change the body colour. Yeah, these tracks are annoying me now. There is no lyrics to them. Let's go to my lights. There we go. The main problem here is the fact that that is a doubled effect. So if we were... Okay, add new layer. Oh, there is a layer here. Okay, that's cool. We are going to actually get a different blue altogether. And we are just going to paint pot. There we go. Okay, so now... What the hell did you not paint pot the whole entire trousers for? You're weird. Paint, please. Why are you not painting? Paint, please. It's not painting these pixels. Why are you not painting those pixels? You're weird. Paint those pixels, thank you. There you go. Now we can make those visible. I said visible, please. Thank you. There we go. There you go. Okay, add the body colour. Okay, again, what colour we're going to give his body? I don't know what colour we're going to give his body. Anyway, for a start, let's actually shrink this down so we can actually see the album art. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go and take another quick break. I'm not even going to change screens. I'm just going to pump in a load of shout outs here. There we go. I shall be right back. Okay, chappies?
It won't get bigger. That's as big as it gets.
Okay, he's a hugger.
With some fireballs.
I don't quite know what he was doing, but that was just an all-round little weird moment. It definitely was. And if Anne is around in a bit, I will ask her to clip it at 56 minutes. Okay. Oh, there is a dude somewhere. And another one up there. Bollocks.
It's on the shore, lying in the bunches of green. Thing, like...
See, I've got a little theme going on. Pirate flag, pirate treasure, and some random skulls and bones. Random pile of bones, whatever. It's got a skull, it's got bones. Important.
Yes, babe, get it. Get the crown, awesome. Fuck it, she killed it. That banana had nothing. Way to fucking go.
Very much centered around like Bikini Bottom, and I love that. Like I'm like exploring Bikini Bottom, and it's really a lot of fun. Okay, nothing up there. I was trying to get up there, but no reason to. Oh, go fuck yourself, partner. Go fuck yourself, partner. What a piece of shit. Am I right, you guys?
You're not gonna penetrate me. Not with tools like that.
Did? Yeah, this will confuse me at first too. Oh yeah. You gotta throw yourself into the hole, that's right.
You qualified.
Oh, you got us in, bro!
The hell? Wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't make it, I don't think.
Wait, how did I qualify?
First place. Wait, what?
How did I qualify? What the hell?
Okay, now I'm confused. Did I make it?
I don't know.
Better damn scared.
I'm back, everybody.
I'm skewered.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Oh, Jesus, you got me. Ah, that made me jump. Bloody hell.
Damn! Damn, son! I'm just pulling them back. Oh, dude. He's probably... What?
You can't get an insulting message
Man.
on PlayStation.
That was amazing! Fucking clip that shit.
Man, you gotta slap like now.
My pronunciation.
The nation of
It's not getting any
pronunciation.
better when I'm trying to explain this. Pronunciation. The nation of pronunciation is pronunciation.
Oh, unfortunately, I'm not. In fact, I didn't get a chance to tell GL this either. So, GL, if you're listening, I did not actually get tickets to the Detroit show. Comic-Con is in 2 months, and there are some expenses here at home that me and Mrs. Malty are working on. So, I felt it was probably better to just not even worry about it. I mean, it's like what? Barely.
Oh. That wasn't the layer I was supposed to be on. No, we can't do that. Can't do that. I did hear say that Mandog likes green. I'm gonna go more greeny. Looks a bit better. Maybe a little bit darker. There you go. Or is that too dark? That was my worry. I was not going to be able to distinguish between the background lines and the colour of the skin. There you go. There we go. I'd say that was a success. I'd say that's almost done. I just need feedback from Mandog. So there's Gimli. There's Anne. Although, as I said, I really do need to add a thicker line on this top part here. There's Mandog. So that only leaves file, new, blank file. Okay. Okay, file, save. Make sure that's in images for now. Yes, I know that already exists. That is the project in which we're saving. Save as PNG. Save. Yes. Okay. Untitled 1. File. Place. Pop Gimli in there. Put you over there. File. Oh yeah. There we go. File. Place. What is Mandog called again? LM. LMAU. There you are. Place. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shrink you too, I'm sorry to say. Let's put a guideline in. There you go. Oh no, it won't do it until I do that. Guideline. Okay. Select Gimli. Hello there, chappies.
Thank you so much for the
sub. We didn't need a sub. Thank you so very much, matey. How you doing? Oh, sorry, I realised I'm bloody leaning away from my camera again. I've got a new monitor and it's all the rigging is weird. I'm not used to it yet. We've just finished doing an Among Us character of Mandog. Is what we've just finished doing. And we're just getting all our Among Us characters together. There you go. File. Oh no, gotta okay that. Place. Last but not least. How are you doing? Thank you, thank you. I hope you're well. I hope you guys didn't get into our argument after your stream last night. Where's that PNG? There it is. Place. There's Anne. gonna make her bigger. There you go. And she's gonna come down. There you go. There's all the chappies. File. Save as. GR. UT. Among Us 1. There we go. Save. File. There we go. And so we can add a background in. I don't know what background we're going to add in, but we'll add the backgrounds. There we go. Let's say just a generic light purple. No, we can't do light purple. Let's do green. Green screen's always good. There you go. Go. Get rid of those guidelines. There you go. There we go. Oh, good. Yeah, I make my own overlays. I make all my stuff is my own overlays. Hence the reason why it's so cluttered. The plan was the fact that I was going to, because I'm not feeling too well, I wasn't going to carry on and play Zelda. I was going to make my own overlays. I was going to start with just doing a few little doodle of Mandog there, but the whole stream just turned into making the Among Us Mandog character. Oh, but oh well. I think it turned out well. I do. So you got Anna485's Rainbow Queen Ladola Bean Among Us character. I so need some. Oh, I could do you one. I could do you one. I just need to get to know you a bit better so I know what I need to be drawing. Gimli glowing. Obviously, he identifies as a dwarf. This kind. I did the whole Rainbow Green Ladonna Bean just as a joke, and I did a really rough sketch of it as well, and it went around Discord for a while. But then it turns out we were talking about merchandise. How the fact that some of us have merchandise, some of us don't. It got on to Gimli, and Gimli is like, I don't have any merchandise. So I goes, yes, Gimli, when are you getting some merchandise? I have everybody else's t-shirts. Yours is next, but I'm waiting for you to do some merch. And he's like, I don't have any merch. Anne said, well, why don't you use your emotes? So he looked to see, because he actually commissioned somebody on Etsy to do his emotes for him. But the person on Etsy, you've been after some for a bit now. Yeah, I get you. I do. The dude on Etsy retains all rights to the emotes. He doesn't allow people to merchandise those emotes. So it's like, okay, Gimli, as a joke, I goes, I'll do you an Among Us character. He goes, yeah, but I don't play Among Us. I goes, yeah, but still, it'll be something you'll have. If you can sort out something you actually want. Send me you ads and it sends you a t-shirt. Okay. I said I'll make you a Among Us character. And I just, I've been slowly watching Gimli's streams and he identifies as dwarf, so I did that. The only question I asked him was, what's your favourite colour? He turned around and said purple, and turns around and goes, oh, you colour stealer! Yeah, which was a bit of a fun conversation. And I goes, oh, I should do Mandog next. And so, yep, I just did Mandog. And this one is based off of a caricature which I once did of Mandog. In fact, I can actually show you the completed animation for it I did.
There I was with my new car and drove
Here he
it
is.
like a savage, and on my way into the town I did a lot of damage. I'm gonna fight the big baddie.
Kind of
and save this
animation I did of
goddamn
all these
city,
ditties
and
that
after
he's
I
singing.
am done with that, I'll be the hero of Paititi. I'm heading to the orphanage to do another riddle. Do I hate or love them? I am somewhere in the middle. I'm going after those bastards who killed my good friend Sally, and after I am done with them, they will feel real silly.
And so yeah, I just took the beanie and the hair and the glasses from that and just transposed them to the Among Us character. But then I was like, yeah, we all know that's Mandog. But it doesn't identify him. It identifies him, but it doesn't identify him. So I was like, okay, let's put some trousers on him. Maybe give him a top or something. And I thought, yeah, but if I do a top, then I've got to do a different colour for the body and a different colour for the head. So we just gave him trousers. And then I came up with the idea, the fact that we should use one of his emotes as a belt buckle. Luckily enough, he came in on his lunch break. And I asked him, was I able to use one of his emotes as a belt buckle? And he goes, yeah, of course. And he puts this emote here into the chat, which I took to mean that's the emote he wanted me to use. So we just use that as a belt buckle. And voila, there you go. So, yeah. I've already sent a message to Amanda. I turns around as a joke. I turns around and says, so Amanda, what should I do for you next? I need to do you an Among Us character. And she goes, oh, bloody hell, I don't bloody well know. I goes, oh, okay. Because she used to wear dreadlocks. Pinning dreadlocks. I thought that, but then again, she hasn't actually worn them for the last about 9 months. So I have no idea what I'm going to do for her. Except for the colour blue, of course. Dark blue. That's Amanda's colour. Anne's colour is purple. All her overlays are purple. And she does space as well. That's her theme. Spacey purple. Gimli is dwarfic. Most of his overlays are black and gold, with a little bit of emerald green in there sometimes. Mandog, he doesn't really have overlays. He does straight from console streaming. He has found a way to put overlays on top of his stream by using an extension which is to be found on the Twitch extensions. But that's only so the fact that he actually has an alert box, So he doesn't really have a motif, which is the reason why I found Mandog a bit at the hardest, because, there's no, colour palette to follow. But I did tell at one point the fact that he likes the colour dark green, so I went with dark green on his body. There you go. All sorted. So... yeah, we just finished up on that. Literally. It's always the way, isn't it? Always the way. There we go. Anyway, I don't even know if anybody else is streaming at the moment. My Steam Deck is not actually telling me anything. It hasn't actually... I don't think it's actually linked. Okay, open Steam Deck. There we go. Okay. I think it really needs to be reset. Okay. Yeah. Calm down, Daddy. Sorry, I do apologise, everybody. That was my father. Yeah, I need to sort out a later date. Okay, so let's actually get into Google, and let's actually get into Steam, Twitch. Back to Twitch, because we have been going for the 4 hours now. And this is what I meant, cool, by the fact that, Coop, by the fact that I keep calling you cool. It's because you are cool. I stream really early. I do. I always stream really, really early. And it causes not our regular crew to actually miss me. There you go. Oh, pause that. We don't need other people talking on our channel. So, yes, as I said, we've done our full 4 hours stream. So we're going to go and raid somebody. I don't know who, though. That's what I'm currently looking for. Actually, still quite early. Okay, let's go with unheard people, really. Let's go with somebody who needs a little bit of a boost, let's say. Yeah. Okay, so Zombie Fluent or Zoe FXD? I don't know. I do not know. There we go. Oh dear, I don't know. Yeah, let's do Zoe. That's a group of people from Mandog's end of the bubble. There we go. What are they playing? They're currently playing Hunt Showdown. And I realised the fact that you can probably hear that. I was just copying the username. There we go. Yes, Spitzy! Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the raid. It is much appreciated. It is. Thank you for being here, everybody. I'm still G-Snap, says popped off. They had to go to bed. Mad Dog's currently at work. And yeah. We've had a few people lurking in the background. But I say we've had a very productive... damn it, I'm going to have to sort this out. We've had a very productive stream. Yes, we have. A very productive stream. I'm going to start the raid now. There you go. Is that gone through? Invalid username? What? Really? That's not an invalid. So, EFXD. Yes, it is right. Ah, I hate this. This is the reason why I always use my Steam Deck. There we go. There we go. Because all you have to do is press one button. There we go. Okay, thank you very much. I'm Coop. Thank you for coming, Coop. I'm sorry that the fact that I'm going off early. Well, I'm an early streamer. I usually collect people together. They come in, we chat until Anne or say Tonte or Svenben goes live, and then we go and raid them. That's what we usually do. But none of them are on tonight. Sven and that lot, they're all having a family get together. Anne's ill. She's gotten worse, which is not good. And I think it's the worrying which is causing her to get worse. But we're trying to be there for her. So yeah. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. And I'm going to carry on with more overlays, I believe. So I'm going to stick us on the end screen and do our whole credits and our shout out playthrough. Okay, whilst we raid through to Zone. See you in a bit. Bye. Bye.
Oh, Jesus.
Amanda, do not soundbite it.
I missed a lot of shots. Yo, Gemma the TheTeaLady. Thank you for the raid. Thank you.
Ah, fuck.
How are you doing today? Hope you had a good stream. Hello, chuppies.
Yeah, that's on how not to do it.
I've had
Like some grilled cheese. Family serving a grilled